All right. Hey, Mark Shepard here. MarkShepard.com, MarkShepardSongs.com, HonestHypnosis.com, DrumSongStory.com. These are all different things that I do that are really the same thing. It is about transformational communication. Whether it's with a group of school children, whether it's a group of spiritual but not religious people who are seeking to understand themselves, whether it's working with a group of business people who want innovation and intuition and creativity to be a part of their business solutions. Whatever it is, maybe it's you trying to work on yourself and improve the tools with which you interact with the world. And so today I want to talk a little bit about childhood beliefs and trauma, because I'm working on a program called Hypnosis for PTSD. It may have a different name eventually, but essentially it's more than hypnosis. It's about running your mind. It's about mastering your mind in the face of the challenges that show up in daily life and how we respond to them based on our past experiences. So I was talking with a very, very dear friend about this just this morning, and she was talking about how when something really good is happening in her life, she immediately begins to be anxious that it's going to be taken away, right? Because as a child, there was, a pattern or a series of events that seemed to indicate that the world was like that, right? However, none of this is true. Our positive beliefs aren't true, and our negative beliefs aren't true. They are only filters through which we interpret the world of events outside of us, right? And the feelings we have inside of us in response to those events, right? And in neurolinguistics, we have a whole model of communication, which I teach in my NLP trainings. But to keep it really short today, because it's Monday and you probably have a lot of stuff to work on, and I have a lot of stuff to work on. I've got a crazy busy week ahead of me. I just want to say a couple of things. First of all, beliefs are malleable. We let go of old beliefs all the time, and we install new ones. There are some beliefs from childhood that seem to linger because there's so much what we call evidence in your unconscious mind for them being true, but they're not, right? What's happening is we delete, we distort, and we generalize the information that's coming to us from outside of the world, from outside of ourselves in the world. We delete, we distort, and we generalize because there's so much information flooding your neurology at every moment of the day. It's like billions of bits of information, and we can only process 134 bits in 7 or so chunks, which is why your phone number is, 3 small chunks of 7 numbers, right? 3 numbers, and 4 numbers. And so once we realize that, then we realize that we have some protocols, some rules or protocols with interacting with our own mind, right? And one of those things is to stop believing the limiting beliefs, right? To start challenging them. And I have a ton of tools, from timeline therapy to NLP to hypnosis to EFT. There's lots of different tools to clear limiting beliefs, old childhood vows, limiting decisions. But you have to kind of be aware that they're even happening in order to clear them. So what the pattern seems to be is, if you have a timeline in your life, and we'll call this the future, and this the past, and we'll call this now, something happened here in the past, right? And it wasn't interpreted as pleasant, right? Something, quote unquote, bad happened. Something not good happened right here, okay? And once this happened, children are innocent and naive, and then something happens, and this actually happens with animals too. A dog can be traumatized. I remember seeing a movie as a little kid. There was a corgi in the movie, and I think it was like the story of these 2 dogs and a cat that like traveled this incredible distance, the incredible journey, I think it was. But it was the original Disney made-for-TV version of it. And this corgi was traumatized by a janitor and a broom. Someone chasing it and hitting it with a broom. So anytime he saw a broom, he would freak out and run, right? So we have an event, and this is the trauma. Okay? But trauma equals a one-time learning. So something happened, and it was so intense, and it affected you so intensely, and your emotional reaction to it was so intense that it's like unconscious mind. Learn this well, always remember this, never forget it. Boom. And then what happens is you begin to look out into your future for a repeat. Anything that looks like the traumatic event might be another one. And so then you anticipate it, and then you run the trauma again in your neurology. So it's the past affecting the future, but the bottom line is there's only now. And now, nothing bad is happening. It's good. Right now, you're breathing. Right now, you're watching this video. Right now, you have a roof over your head. Right now, you probably have hot and cold running water. Right now, you have lots of good things. You have clothes. You're probably healthy. All the things that are happening right now are not this past thing and not this future thing, right? So one of the processes that I do with my clients as well as in my courses is I teach people how to change their limiting beliefs. And pretty much every course I teach has some component of changing or releasing limiting beliefs, because these limiting beliefs are kind of like self-fulfilling prophecies. If you run around with a program that, wow, if something good happens, then that means something bad's going to happen next. You're going to be like all focused on what the bad thing is, right? And when we focus our mind, your unconscious mind thinks, oh, that's what we're supposed to get, right? We get what we focus on. So the discipline, if there's any in this process, is to go through the processes and take the time to clear the old stuff to handle the anxiety in the future. And I've got a course called Crush Anxiety Now and Crush Anxiety Forever and Clear the Fear Fast. That's pretty much designed to clear the future. But for example, Clear the Fear Fast also has a component of clearing the past. Crush Anxiety Forever also has a component of clearing the past. And this new course I'm working on for post-traumatic stress disorder is really focusing on clearing the past so that then there's nothing to repeat. Right? So then that takes care of the anxiety as well, because they're intrinsically linked. Okay? So today, I just want to leave you with this thought. Start challenging your limiting beliefs. Start doubting them. Right? You know how you've doubted your successes in the past, or you've doubted your abilities, or you doubted whether someone was attracted to you, or you doubted whether you were worthy of making a lot of money or worthy of the right kind of attention from the members of the opposite sex, whatever it is that you doubted, start doubting the negative stuff instead, right? So that's your mind mastery takeaway for today. And stay tuned. This course, I'm working on it. There's already a piece of it that's available, the straight hypnosis section of it. But I'm adding to it all the time. I'm building this course in front of you as we go through our lives. And I got a crazy busy week. I will check in again with you, and I'll be on the road a little bit this week. Tomorrow I'm heading to Fairfield, Connecticut for a school performance, and then I'm going up to Toronto for a mastermind meeting. So it's going to be a crazy busy week, but I will check in with you every day. That's my commitment, and I made that commitment to myself. And you get the benefit of it. Every day I'm going to share something with you that hopefully can help you transform your life, and there will be a song, a soundtrack for your transformation. So that's it for today. Mark Shepard, over and out. Master your mind for a change, and I will see you on the inside. Mark Shepard, honesthypnosis.com, markshepherdsongs.com, drumsongstory.com, markshepard.com. Yeah. I do a lot of different things, but it's all one thing, transformation. And when you find your key that just absolutely fires you up, stuff that you would do no matter what, whether there's money, whether there's time, whether there's long hours involved, you would still do it. That's your one thing. And my one thing includes many things. And I hope that's helpful to you, and have a great, incredible day. Peace, grooviness, over and out.